This is Dennis Stokes with Initial Ascent, and I'm going to talk about what I'm going to take on my 2024 backcountry elk hunt. Now I'm going on two different hunts. I'm going on one for about 6 days into the backcountry early season, and then hopefully third week of September I'm going to go back for another few days, and if I don't get my tag filled. So what I'm going to talk about first is what I'm actually going to wear in with me. Okay, I've got my First Light wear merino boxer briefs. Then I've got the Darn Tough. These are the 112s, I believe. Very cushioned merino socks. Then I've got my Prana Stretch Zion pants. Worn those for years. Love them. This is the Cryptek Sonora hoodie. I always like to wear a hoodie, especially early season sun. I like to stay out of the sun, especially if you're going to be there for several days and you're in the high country. You want to make sure you're protected. And then I've got a First Light merino synthetic blend t-shirt that I wear. That's going to be good for the hike in. Also, Peaks Stormcastle gaiters. I always carry a comfortable ball cap, and then I have my Peaks cork. These are the backcountry elite trekking poles. Never leave home without those. Okay, now I'm going to go and I'm going to talk about what I'm going to take with me in my pack, clothing wise. Now the stuff that I'm going to have in my pack that I'll carry with me. And this is a 6-day hunt, so I'm going to carry a couple more pairs of wool socks. And these again are the Darn Tough 112s. I'll carry an extra t-shirt. This is a merino synthetic blend from First Light. I do carry this is a mid-weight wool pullover. I really like this piece. This is from a company called Kuhl, and just really like their stuff. They're kind of bomb-proof, and that's just a really good layer just in case I need that. So this next one is the Cryptek Coldo rain jacket. I'm not going to bring the pants. Don't typically need it this time of year. Bringing a tarp as well, so I'm going to be able to get out of the weather pretty quickly, but I am going to bring that rain jacket. This is my Lucky First Light beanie. I killed my very first bull with a bow with this beanie on, so that goes with me every single year. 6 days, I'm going to carry another pair of wear to kind of freshen things up down under. This is a pretty cool piece. It's a vest. I'm not a big vest wearer, but I found this one from Black Ovis with a hood, and I'm really excited about it. So you get those cool mornings where it's not quite full-on puffy type weather. That really protects your chest from getting chilled, and I really like this piece, and I'm looking forward to it. Here's another one that I've really liked over the last year. This is a Duckworth wool hoodie, and this is their heavyweight. So I'll have that with me. I think I've got plenty of layers going up into some higher country, and so you never know this time of year what could happen. We could be 80 degrees. We could also get down and it'd be snowing and be 25, 30 degrees. So going to be prepared for whatever. Last piece, this always goes with me. It's my Western Mountaineering 800 downfill puffy. It compresses into nothing and it just weighs nothing. So that's it for what I'm going to be carrying clothing wise in my pack. All right, so the pack I'm going to take for this trip, again, it's going to be a 6-day trip, but I'm just going to bust out and do the 8K. I can roll it down if I have any extra room, which I usually do on a 6-day hunt. So I'm taking the 8K, and I'm also taking the Cub accessory bag. And I've actually got a 1-inch pad in the bottom of this thing. And so typically what I'll do is I'll throw my puffy in there, maybe my puffy vest in there as well, depending on if I'm using them or not, but I'll use that for some extra cushion and sit on it. So it creates a great glassing seat. Also, I've got this new inflatable seat that I'm gonna try that I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I don't know if it's gonna pop under my weight, but we're gonna try it out. So it's from Flextail, and we're gonna try it out. So anyway, that's what I'm taking is the 8K. Next, I'm gonna probably move on to my sleep system. Okay, sleep system. Okay, first thing I'm gonna have in my shelter, I'm gonna have this little inflatable solar light. It's called a Lucy. And man, that really just brings, you know, some lighting into the area, kind of feels homey. So I always carry that. Thermarest Neo Air. This is the little yellow one. And rating on it's about 4, I believe. And so we sell this one here on our website. It's really comfortable, and it's not as loud as it used to be, so it doesn't wake me up in the middle of the night. But it weighs next to nothing. I mean, it's 10 or 11 ounces, I think, and that Thermarest Neo Air's never done me wrong. Next would be the Arrows pillow. This is a Sea to Summit. We also have these, and it's just an inflatable pillow. I do like to bring a pillow. If I need more, I will use my puffy jacket as well. Okay, sleeping bag. This time I'm actually going to bring my quilt. I kind of went back and forth between taking the Peaks sleeping bag or this Enlightened equipment. I'm going to take this Enlightened equipment this time. This is a 20-degree bag. It's a quilt, not bag, but this is one I'm going to take for this trip. Cook kit and hydration. So first of all, got the Jetboil Micro Mo, and I'm going to use on this trip a 100-gram fuel canister. I did forget to bring my Peaks titanium spoon, so I'll have to throw that in. I'm carrying all the hydration stuff in a large initial scent pack sack. I carry electrolytes. This is all liquid IV of different flavors, so I'll have a few days worth of that. I keep this in my hydration kit, but I also put that in each day's bag of food. So I'll put 1 or 2 in each day's bag of food. So I've got the Hydro Pack. I've got 2 of them. These are the 3-liter water reservoirs. These are bomb-proof. Love these things. And I can take this Katadyn Be-Free water filter and screw it right on top of this. So if I get in and I've got to get water out of a nasty place, I'll actually use this instead of my SteriPen. SteriPen is typically when water's flowing free and I don't have to worry about a bunch of debris. I'll just collect it with this, pour it in my bottle, and use the SteriPen. Nasty water, use the Be-Free. And then bottle-wise, I'm going to take this Grizzly 30-ounce insulated bottle. It's got a really cool cap on it, and plus you've got your normal size Nalgene cap on it as well. So this all fits. This will fit in our water bottle holder from Initial Ascent. That's our hydration and cooking. Okay, shelter. I'm going to take the new Peaks Origami TNT. So it's a tarp, but it's also, so it's like 10 by 12, I believe. And it's a tarp, but it's also, it can be a tent as well. So you can use that with the Peaks trekking poles. And I'm really looking forward to running this. It weighs next to nothing, and you can set it up really fast whether you need to get out of the weather or whether you're setting up your shelter for the night. Electronics. So what I'm gonna bring for electronics, I've got this Dark Energy Poseidon power bank here. My buddy's gonna bring a solar panel so we can recharge our power banks. I'm gonna bring the Zoleo, that's the SOS. It's kind of like an inReach. Let's see, I've got the Flex Tail. This blows up your sleeping pad in a heartbeat. It is awesome. You don't have to put moisture into your sleeping pad where it can grow mold and all kinds of nasty things. So, and plus when you're high elevation, you don't have to get out of breath. You just hook this up to the valve, blow it up. It's really cool. Headlamp, you can use the Peaks Backcountry Duo. And then I've got the Petzl E-Light for a backup headlamp. I have had to use that before. Carry all my electronics in a small initial scent pack sack. And then last but not least, any wires that I need for my cell phone, for the Zoleo, charging that up, for also the Poseidon. So those are my electronics. Okay, first aid kit. Got the Stealthy Hunter first aid kit. Everything you could possibly need for a first aid kit resides in here. It's a nice stretchy material, and so you can stuff a lot of things in there. So I'm good to go with that. And then my everyday kit. So this is the kit that I'm gonna be into every day. I'm gonna have that in my lid. It's gonna be in my shelter with me. First thing in the morning, late at night, I've got wipes, I've got sunscreen, I've got dental floss, I've got my toothbrush, I've got Carmex, Visine, all kinds of stuff that I might need, daily medications, vitamins, all that stuff that I just might need every single day, I'm gonna have contained in this one initial scent medium pack sack. So those are the first aid and the everyday kit. Okay, I've got what we call miscellaneous essentials. Can't really go into one category, so I'll just kind of go through them really quick, tell you a brief description of them and why I use them. Gloves, kind of pretty self-explanatory. This time of year, you really don't need any heavy type gloves, so these are just really usable, thin gloves. They're from Cryptek, and I just always have those stuck in my lid. Contractor bag. Million uses for contractor bag. I always have one of these in my kill kit, and then I always have one just in my lid, so you can use it for a rain cover, you can cover yourself, you can just all kinds of stuff you can utilize this contractor bag for. This is a silky saw. If you need to cut limbs, if you're gonna build a fire, just makes quick work out of it, and it just weighs nothing. So I tend to bring this, whether I'm bringing a stove or not, I tend to bring this pretty much on every trip. Initial scent rain cover. You never know when you're gonna need it. And it's not only good for throwing on your pack when it's raining, but it's also good for throwing on your pack and leaving it outside the shelter. Morning dew, your pack won't be wet. Same thing, you know, it's if you're riding your pack in the back of a side-by-side or four-wheeler or pickup or something like that, you can also use this for a dust cover. So we won't have a pickup or anything like that, but I'll be taking that. And then this is MKC Speed Goat 2.0. That's gonna ride right here on my pack. Love a good fixed blade, and this is one of the best. Toiletry kit, bathroom kit, gotta have it. I put it in my initial ascent large pack sack, so it just stays contained. Got dude wipes, got some hand sanitizer in here, and of course you got toilet paper. Always put your toilet paper in a Ziploc bag, just in case things get a little wet. Your toilet paper will not. Optics, one of my favorite things, and especially this time of year when your early season, you're going to run into bachelor bulls most likely, and you're going to be doing a lot of glassing. Tricer tripods. This is the Tricer BC. It weighs nothing, and it's got the head on it. It's a Tricer LP. Just love this setup, best setup I've ever had. Now the spotting scope I'm using is the Kowa Prominar TSN 553. Love this little spotting scope. Glass is unreal. It's 15 to 45, and I've got my on-glass adapter there. My rangefinder, it's the SIG Kilo 3. Again, weighs nothing, and it's very clear, 6 by 22, I believe. So love this rangefinder, and that's the BDX feature as well. Binos, I'm using the SIG Zulu 6 16 by 42s. These are the image stabilizing binoculars, and they're nothing short of awesome. Bino harness, marsupial gear, and then I've got a couple of pouches on here, one for my rangefinder, the other one for things like a set of Allen keys. In front, I also have lens wipe, lighter, and some pyro putty. Always like to keep those on me. So that does it for optics. All right, kill kit or harvest kit. I've got it all contained in this medium pack sack of initial scents. Graxol game bags. Got about 50 feet of cord. Rubber gloves. Got this replaceable blade knife from Goat Knives. Also have the MKC fixed blade in the Speed Goat. 3 extra replaceable blades. Dude wipes for wiping hands. And then the initial Ascent safety flap, or don't shoot me flap. And then, as I mentioned before, contractor bag. You can lay it out, put your meat on top of it, keeps everything clean. You can also, once the meat is cooled down, you can also use this contractor bag to put some quarters in and keep the blood off of everything. There's a chunk of meat. See, it has been used. Okay, my bow setup for this year. Same as my bow setup for last year, but I don't think I talked about it at all. I'm not a real bow geek. I don't get in on all the details. I usually let people that are smarter than me take care of those details for me. So, but I'll do the best I can here. Matthews Phase 4, Axel landslide sight on there. It's a 3-pin slider. I've got tight spot quiver. The rest is a Hamskea Hybrid Hunter Pro. I've got cutter stabilizers on here, both on the rear and on the front. And then I've got a bow hitch, because carrying your bow sucks. Stan Onyx release, just love this thing. Arrow setup, real quickly, so I've got 50 grains on the front. This is a RIP TKO by Victory. It's 300 spine, blazer vanes, and my bow is set up for 70 pounds, 27.5-inch draw length. So I'm a little short drawer, but it moves along pretty well. I think I'm sitting at about 450 grains on my arrow setup. That's with the 125 Annihilator broadhead. Thanks so much for watching my 2024 elk gear dump. Please check us out at initialascent.com. please don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment as you will. We promise to get back with you.
Buddy.